that up, guys.
I'm pretty sure it went for Clinton, but I thought that he had a lot of he had so many people turn out for him this year. And with Maine,
Obviously.
I think that he would have Maine too because he did something great for the lobster people. He reopened 6,000 miles of ocean apparently that Obama randomly closed for no reason. So he did a great deal for the lobster people and the fishermen people.
But they don't.
But nobody hears about that though. Right.
No, exactly. Like he ended all these wars. No one hears about it.
Yeah.
Joe Biggs, what's your take on the latest developments?
Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Ohio will go to Trump, I believe. I think that he has a good chance of taking all of these. You look at the early mail-in votes, and now you're starting to see the calculations of the day-of votes, which are more than likely our side, and it's starting to look good. You're seeing the shift start happening and moving towards him in his favor. I think you're going to see a good, strong victory in those areas, and we're going to come out strong, and we're going to pull this off. I think the American people understand what's at stake right now, and they understand how important this day is. And at the end of the day, are you voting for a man's character in a sense, or how his demeanor, or are you voting for his policies and what he actually does?
Nature.
And he's created for the greatest economy. He's done more for veterans than any president, ever. This guy is doing an amazing job right now.
Oh my God! I mean, the things he did, because I run a company with over 100 people, and I have great people that are doing what I want. We can barely do it. If I had everyone opposing him, I couldn't do anything.
That's
Think about this. He's a 71-year-old man who just did 15 rallies in 2 days, 74 years old, who did 15 rallies in 2 days, defeated the coronavirus, and then stayed up till 3 in the morning and waited on hostages to be brought back to SEAL Team 6 Scott, didn't go to sleep for 20-plus hours, continued to go out and talk. Joe Biden wakes up at 7 a.m. and puts a lid on it by 9:30 a.m. How can you expect an individual like this to go out and lead the free country, the greatest country in the world?
That's who the China's wanting is this.
China's going to be doing it. China's going to be leading everything. China's going to take over.
That's it. No, go back to that, all of you. I'm gonna go take a piss when you guys talk about this. But no, seriously, real show. We're talking about the reality. That's it. The Chicoms want an empty, retarded vessel. They don't want this. And so God's giving us this Trojan or this Spartan Goblin King who's like firing laser beams out of his eyes versus this retarded idiot. I mean, God's giving us a choice. So Leanne, Deanna Lorraine, and then Joe Biggs. Give us your take on that.
Yeah, well, it's just incredible that anyone is going to listen to the mainstream media after this, after it's just become so clear how much they are in the pocket of the DNC. They're like the mouthpiece for the Democratic Party. And I just wonder when people are going to be sick and tired of being lied to. And, are all of these so-called journalists there in the mainstream media, do they even have a heart or a soul to see how they're selling out this country to the Chinese, to Iran, and then tearing down one of the best presidents we've ever had?
There's no soul. There's no heart. There's no mind. I mean, I would think so. But, then I see time after time after time, these people are just bought and paid for. And they're all just puppets. I mean, just like Joe Biden is a puppet. These people are CIA trained. They all are in cahoots with each other. And it's never been more clear than in the last couple months. The big tech with the DNC, with the MSM, that is insane. And they're not even hiding it anymore. They're totally brazen. I was banned today. There's so many other conservative influencers that were banned today for saying anything about ballots, anything about fraud, anything about tampering, even if it was your own personal experience. And then same with COVID, and this goes on, and they're not. The thing that is so creepy to me and disgusting is that they're not even hiding the level of coordination with the MSM, the DNC, and the big tech companies anymore. They're not hiding it.
They're so disingenuous.
It's completely, but and nobody cares. And you would think as a classical liberal, you might care that your free speech, there's no such thing as free speech anymore, that free speech is banned and censored, but because it works in their favor, this time they're all for it.
Yeah.
And that's what's sick. It's not only do these people have no souls, but they've removed the souls of any, maybe once upon a time good-hearted liberals. They're done too, because they can't see truth from lies, and they're not willing to stand up for freedom.
They perfected the gaslighting and the stalking. Stockholm
I've
syndrome.
been doing documentaries for the last 3 months with National Geographic, ABC Nightline, all these different media groups, and they all, every time, had the exact same questions, verbatim, in the same order. It just shows you how
Lower the audio.
these people are trained to just be puppets, to use these manipulation tactics to go after the American people.
Lower the
And that's the thing,
audio.
they think that you're stupid, but you're not that stupid, people.
Yeah.
Learn to think for yourself. Break away from the trains. Go out there, learn. Understand how people like the media use propaganda and use that to your advantage. You know,
Exactly.
think for
Joe
yourself.
Biggs,
Stop. Yes.
hold that thought for just a second because we've got Owen on the other line and he has some breaking news for us. So let's get over to Owen. We'll get right back to you, Biggs.
Yeah, I'm going to let Harrison break this news. I'm going to go to the big board and break down after this
This
major
better be a
development
good
we had.
I
one.
don't think
This
that
better
there's
be a
any
good
way
one.
for me to
This
fix
is some
this,
breaking news here out of Philadelphia.
Get ready, folks. Owen Schroyer has got it. Tell us what's happening.
Put your seatbelt on.
This is a big one. Philadelphia has stopped counting votes until tomorrow.
Breaking news.
Oh, you knew that was coming, baby.
32% reporting, and the AG in Pennsylvania is stopping the vote totals until
What?
tomorrow. They will not.
Oh, wait, let's just stop. I want to start over. They have computer algorithms, and they have AI snooping systems that know who's going to win, who's going to lose. They knew this was happening. That's why they made it all about Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And notice they're going to hold this state up now. Continue. Start over. Start over, Harrison.
And what
Start
do you
over,
think?
Harrison.
What's the reason?
So here is the report coming out of Philadelphia. The AG in Pennsylvania is stopping
that's-
the vote
that-
totals
that's
until
fucking cheating
tomorrow.
right
They will
there.
not be announcing any more returns. Obviously, this reeks of fraud. So yes, Philadelphia.
So as
no
Trump
longer
begins to
counting
take the
votes.
lead in Pennsylvania,
That
magically
shit is
they have to
cheating.
stop the voting so they can do special work this evening.
At 32%. Reporting.
Oh, so I wonder what kind of ballots they're going to suddenly come up with in someone's cave or their basement.
Oh my God, this is so obvious. Owen Schroyer.
So
Did they give-
disgusting.
Did they give a reason why? Did they?
Well,
did they
let's
lie?
get Owen's take. We'll get all your takes too. Owen, go ahead.
They don't
Yeah,
care.
they're saying that they're not counting any mail-in ballots till tomorrow, and they're saying there's going to be millions of them, so they can't count them till tomorrow. Now, here's the good news. So we'll put Pennsylvania on hold. They're obviously trying to steal it. Everybody and their mother saw this coming. The good news is, where it stands right now,
Yeah.
Rhode Island is still in play. That's an important 4 electoral votes. Trump is actually ahead in Rhode Island. He's still ahead in Maine. That's an important 4 electoral college votes. If he steals either one of those states, again, that could render Pennsylvania and those 20 electoral votes irrelevant, especially if he remains ahead in Wisconsin, where his lead is narrowing, remains ahead in Michigan, where his lead is expanding, remains ahead in Ohio, where his lead is expanding, and continues to finish strong in North Carolina. The path for victory is there for President Trump. So they can delay Pennsylvania until, Timbuktu.
I got it. Let's not be over positive, though. What is the Biden path of victory?
Yeah, there we go. Worst
The
case scenario.
Biden path to victory is obviously stealing Pennsylvania, hoping he can return and get Wisconsin. Maybe he ends up winning Montana. You really only have Missoula reporting right now. That's the liberal part of Montana, so that could shift at any minute. So that could shift any time. But Biden basically needs every state on the map right now. He needs to win Rhode Island, which he's behind in. He needs to win Virginia, which he's behind in. He needs to win Maine, which he's behind in. And then a steal of Pennsylvania becomes irrelevant, since it does look like Minnesota and Iowa are going to go Democratic. But he's going to need Nevada. He's going to need Arizona. He's going to need the whole West Coast. He's going to need Montana and the steal in Pennsylvania to win. But
By the way, Owen's way better than CNN's guy. I'm pretty
yeah, you guys
impressed
keep
here.
saying, oh, let's go to Fox News. Let's go to, those guys suck, man. Get them out of here.
Like, why is